I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana. So, I'm excited for this on Sunday, and we're doing it all day long. We're going to do a level 1 podcast again, and then we're heading over to DSP Reacts, and I'm going to react to this documentary all day. So it starts around 12:45, and we're going to go as long as we need. Now, the documentary is 2 hours long, but typically when I react to these long-form documentaries, they take many hours. Like the Pro Jared one was 90 minutes, and it took 5 hours. So you can imagine. Plus, I'll be ordering food live. Excuse me. Oh, you know, we're going to have a meal together live and that, and maybe even like a decompression Q&A after the fact to try to kind of summarize everything that happened and all of that. That's going to be a fun event, and I'm going to approach it from a very neutral standpoint, just like I did the original Wings of Redemption documentary last year when I reacted to the Down the Rabbit Hole video. You know, I feel like a lot of people were very unfair to Wings over the years, that basically they didn't give him a fair shake, and or they just like to sit there and laugh at him rather than actually approach it from a neutral standpoint or even an objective standpoint. I'm in a situation where I've been through so much shit on the internet in the last 10 years that I have, in some cases, empathy for the stuff that he's gone through, because I've kind of been through it myself from a different perspective, obviously, but still, you know, when you've kind of been there, you can understand what's happening there a lot better. And I gotta deal with this stupid shit. I don't want to deal with this stupid fucking shit. I don't want to deal with this fucking dumb-ass immature kitty shit. It's dumb as fuck. So I'm excited, actually, to go through this one again. And I have an announcement. I'm going to formally do this publicly. I was going to send a private message, but I figured since it's very much involving the public as well, I would like to invite a public invite to Wings of Redemption himself, all right? Now, what I mean by that is I know that sometimes he watches the stuff that I do and he does a live react. He did that last time around when I reacted to his original Down the Rabbit Hole documentary. He was watching it live and on his own channel and doing his own kind of react to my react. I would like to invite him on Sunday, if he can make it, because I haven't spoken to him about this. I have no idea what his schedule is or what his life is like. But if he wants to come by the stream and chat, so for example, if he wants to come onto the stream and be in the chat, here's what I'd like to do, and this is completely up to him, and he could say no, and that's fine. If we're watching the show, and we approach a point in the documentary where something's kind of noteworthy or important or anything like that, and it basically, you know, is a situation that maybe we have questions, or maybe more elaboration on the situation would make a lot of sense, I would like to ask the source. Like, if he's here, like, for example, let's say there's a really controversial thing that happens in the documentary. Oh my God, everyone remembers that moment. Oh, it makes Wings look bad or whatever. I would actually like to ask him what really happened. Like, is what we're seeing being portrayed in this documentary accurate? Okay, where's the evidence? Present evidence of what you're saying. Or do you feel like it's a misrepresentation? Is there more to add to the situation that we don't know what's going on? Because I feel that a lot of times, that's exactly what happens. People are misrepresented, and then their side never really comes out. You know what I mean? Or they'll say their side of the story on their own content and channel, but that literally never leaves their own content and channel. So everyone else on the internet goes on believing nonsense about a situation, and I don't think that's fair. I'm someone who has personally been in this situation many, many times where everyone says shit about me, but then no one actually asks me the truth about it. They just believe the shit, right? So I'm going to give him that opportunity if he wants to, and he doesn't have to at all. He doesn't have to come by. That's up to him. But I would very much, if he wants to, have him come by, and he wants to chime in on anything, he's very welcome to be here in the chat and chime in on anything, and I'll read his takes or whatever, or if he has anything additional to add. That way I at least feel like it's being fair, right? Sure. What the fuck? You know what I mean? At least give the guy a chance to add something and or defend himself instead of just piling on someone, which is bullshit. It really is, you know? I would hope, just like the other June the King documentaries, I would hope, because again, I haven't watched this one yet, okay? I would hope that he covers both sides. Like, for example, we're watching the Pro Jared documentary, right? June covered a lot of positives about Pro Jared, a lot of the good things he's done over the years, and then he covered the whole drama situation very matter-of-factly with how it laid out on the internet, and then covering it after the fact on what really was going on, showing that, Jared is not, above reproach. He definitely did some things pretty wrong in that situation. At the same time, half the stuff he was being accused of was literally bullshit. And that's not fair that this guy gets his whole reputation and name besmirched on the internet and he becomes a laughingstock, right? So, that's what I'm saying. I would definitely like to have him come in here and be able to basically defend himself. You know what I mean? Against any kind of nonsense. Because I don't know what we're going to see here. All right? So that's what I'm going to say. Now, if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. And that's totally cool. That's up to him. I just wanted to extend the public invite if he wants to be here in the chat on Sunday for the React and add anything to anything that we're doing. Dark side, fill the lol cow. All right. I hope that he knows that when I do these, I mean, if anything, if you saw from the first one that I did last year, it was my first React event ever. I really want to approach these things as a neutral standpoint, an objective standpoint, and try to add new perspectives to them, because I definitely don't want people basically hating on the guy because of bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with a lot of these things on the internet, especially people who are categorized as lol cows. I feel like, is everyone perfect? No. Everyone has flaws. Everyone does things that are wrong. There's plenty of things to hate on people for that are legit. But then why do you got to pile on with negative memes and bullshit, right? Because it's like, oh, well, someone did something wrong. It's verified. Therefore, let's just continuously, ruin people's lives and make the, crap on them. Why? Why are you doing that? Like, seriously, what's wrong with you? Save the pig, the game. The whole game, you're trying to save the pig's life. And that's the mentality of so many people on the internet. Oh, just because someone did some things wrong, now it's just time to, completely crap on them forever, and the crapping never ends. It's like an endless stream of duty. And I don't like that. All right? I just don't. So, it's funny because we watched the first React last year, and a lot of people liked that because of the way that I approached it and said it was a lot different. And most people who watch that down the rabbit hole video just laugh at Wings the whole time. I'm like, then why even watch it? If you have nothing to add and all you're going to do is continue to be a bully like everyone else on the internet to the guy, then why even fucking watch it, right? Why not just fucking do something else with your time instead of wasting everyone's time? So, I don't want to make this a waste of everyone's time. I want it to be something productive and something objective on Sunday, all right? So that's going to be all day long on Sunday over on DSP React.
Phil makes like 100,000 plus a year doing Twitch. All right, he makes double what I make. And you think that he's going to find a job that naturally gives you $100,000 plus salary a year?